Now this is the face of a sim in love. Look at how she is looking at him, okay? Don't we all want somebody to look at us the way Rosie is looking at Rashad? Look at her. Hi Omies, it's Simkoya. Welcome back to another episode of Rosie in the City. Wait a minute, I'm not saying I'm the best roommate, but at least I'm not Rosie. Dang, Zoe. What is that all about? So I saw one of her neighbors downstairs left a little note. So I grabbed it and brought it upstairs. And we just read it and that's what it said. That is messed up. This is a pretty chill episode. It was Pride weekend and I did film it. But it was a catastrophe, okay? The Sims just weren't acting right and it was a total hot mess. Y'all know I don't play with a lot of mods, but I did download 2 mods that I wanted to help with my gameplay, and my Sims were acting like Dumb and Dumberer. Like, it was terrible. So I took pictures so you can see how cute they were for Pride. Sean, Sage's dad, even came out and let Sage give him a little bit of face paint. It was great. In a way. Like, their outfits were great, but the actual activities and getting them to do anything was terrible. Like, everyone kept leaving. It was the worst. What else happened? Oh, yes. It was a Thursday night, and Rosie's gig was actually due the next day. It was literally like 8 o'clock at night on a Thursday. We forgot all about her gig. So she ran over to Soul Co-working to pull a late night work session. And surprisingly, they accepted it after the first submission. I was like, wait, are you serious? For real? Rosie and Rashad. So if you remember, at the end of the last episode, they met. Rosie, of course, was instantly attracted to this guy. Like, oh, who is this? Who is that? So they have been spending quite a lot of time together. He did come over for Pride. And they've been on a couple of other dates. They've been to the bowling alley. It's a super cute bowling alley by Melindy. I'll link it below. It's called Heavy Metal Bar and Bowl. So that'll be in the description. What else have they been doing? Rosie has been at his house a lot. And I'm telling y'all, he sent her to Addie. And she popped up over there. And she went up the elevator. And then she was kind of looking like... where the money reside, like,
where the money reside, where the money reside.
Rashad and his family are loaded, okay? They live in a 3-story penthouse. They have a hot tub inside. They have a gym. They have so many bedrooms. Like, it's crazy insane. So Rosie went over there like, oh my goodness, what? She was not expecting all of that. And she's basically been spending all of her time over there. Like, she's barely been at her own apartment. And so they are like obsessed with one another. Things are going very, very well. That has pretty much been what's been happening that I don't have footage of, but I do have pictures. And now we can get into more Rosie and Rashad. Okay, so Rosie also met Rashad's mom. So, in case you didn't watch my video where I created Rashad, I will link that at the end of this video. But Rashad is bi-coastal. So he's a model, of course, and he's splitting his time between San Myshuno and Del Sol Valley. And also, to just run by his traits, he's a goofball, a bro, and he's lazy. But since playing with him, he doesn't give me like corny or goofball or like over the top goofball. He's really like that chill guy with that sort of like sarcastic sense of humor. Like, he's really chill and relaxed, but he is funny. So, like, he was definitely, like, a class clown type, but more like the I'm talking under my breath saying something funny kind of class clown. And, yeah, he just wants to have a good time and everybody else. But he's lazy, so he's not going to keep it up for long. He's going to chill. He likes to chill. And so, anyway, I say all that to say, Rosie has already met Rashad's mom, and they actually get along really well. So... Rashad is staying. Oh my gosh, all these R's. Rashad, Rosie, and Roger. Rashad is actually staying at his uncle's penthouse. And I want to say his uncle is in the business career. His mom is in the medical career. I think she's a surgeon. And his mom lives in Del Sol Valley full time. But it's the end of summer, so she's out here in San Myshuno on holiday. So his mom happens to be there, and Rosie got to meet her. And now more on Rosie and Rashad. Okay, so Rosie and Rashad met up at this art gallery. What's it called? The Calabash or Calabas, something like that. The art gallery in San Myshuno in the art district. And I don't know why I never come to this art gallery as much as I play in San Myshuno, but we will not be back because it is not cute. So I will find a new gallery. If I might build one, but I'm going to find a new art gallery to replace because you guys know Rosie is an art lover. That's one of her traits. So I would like for her to come to the museum more often. Wait, is this a museum or an art gallery? Either way, same thing. I want her to come here more often because that's the type of stuff she likes to do. So they are on a date here, and I want them to have their first kiss by someplace cute, like by a nice piece of art. So we've spotted our art piece. It's going to be this one. It matches her lips and her outfit. So let's go for it. We're going to have them view that piece together. And then, you know, they've actually been moving pretty slow. Like they've been spending a lot of time together, going on a lot of dates. She's been hanging out at his house and they have not kissed yet, but I wanted the moment to be right and I wanted it to be memorable. I wanted it to be in one of Rosie's favorite places, an aesthetically pleasing place, which this place is not, but the artwork is, so that's good. And here they are, first kisses. Yay. We love it. We love love. Cheers to black love. Yeah, this little area is not the cutest. Like, why'd they choose those blue counters? Hey, honey, it's Dad. When are you going to come visit? I put all my love. All right, so we cannot come right now because we're on a date, but we will visit tomorrow. And I think we're going to bring Rashad. So you guys remember, Rosie did not want Roger to meet Daniel. Like, she just wasn't convinced that the time was right for them to meet. You know, her dad is her absolute best friend. She loves him the most out of anybody in this world. She's like, you know what? Actually, I will come to visit you tomorrow, and I want you to meet someone very special to me. So Roger is excited because he hasn't met anybody that Rosie has dated since she was in high school. So this is a pretty big deal. Oh, and we have a great reputation. Everyone loves attending social events that Rosie hosts. It'll be easier to achieve gold level rewards during one. In addition, she'll receive phone calls with exciting opportunities, blah, blah, blah. Should Rosie be interested in dating, great reputation can help that as well. Okay. We like that. You know, Rosie has the people person lifestyle, so that's awesome that she can get invited to charity events and she has a better chance to start off with dating. Okay, selfie time. Now this is the face of a sim in love. Look at how she is looking at him, okay? Don't we all want somebody to look at us the way Rosie is looking at Rashad? Look at her. She's like, oh, how did you just fall into my life? She is so happy. So Rosie is definitely going through that phase where she kind of has tunnel vision in her relationship. So nothing else really matters right now except for Rashad. She's just super focused on him and her and them doing their thing, which is why she is staying over here so much. She hasn't really talked to Penny since the vacation. She didn't even remember to invite her over for Pride. It was just her, Rashad. Oh, Case, Sage's boyfriend, he actually came over from Del Sol Valley to hang out for Pride weekend too. But it was just kind of like them four plus Sean. And then Rosie almost forgot to finish her gig. So it seems like Rosie is definitely getting distracted again. But with Rashad being a successful model and having all this money, you know, Rosie has definitely talked to him about her gigs and her issues with the last apartment and wanting to be responsible and, do her part as far as being a roommate and, just being ambitious in her career and stuff. And Rashad totally supports it and understands it, but he's also like, listen, babe, I got it. Anything you need, I got it. You need extra money, I got it. You need a bill paid, I got it. Like, I really want to, spend time with you. And if you're doing all this working, we can't do that. He's like, I totally support your career, but I'm not always in San Myshuno. So while I'm here, I'd rather you be with me. So Rosie is just kind of like, again,
Because I'm asked, what a money reside.
no, Rosie is not being a gold digger or anything like that. But she's not denying his advances or anything. And look, they're officially a couple. I really wanted him to ask her, but for whatever reason, the mod I was trying to use to get him to ask, it wasn't an option. And I hate that little hand out, foot out pose. Like, he would not have done that. So just pretend that didn't happen. Rosie definitely feels spoiled by Rashad. And she definitely feels cared for, supported, and like the number one. So with Daniel, there was always a little bit of hesitancy there. Like, they really did enjoy each other and they had their fun, but then Rosie still kind of had her doubts with him. She was like, I don't want him to meet my dad. I don't really know if he's, being completely 100 with me. Like, she just was never sure. But with Rashad, like, she has no doubts. She's never felt this way about a sim, especially not this fast. It hasn't been too fast. We'll say it's been like a couple of weeks or whatever. She just feels really, really good about him and where they're headed in their relationship and things like that. And she has to admit she enjoys this lifestyle, of the finer things, not having to worry about anything at all. It's definitely a nice change and she really appreciates it. Like, not to compare, but Daniel, his apartment barely had anything in it. And Rosie, she's a minimalist, but she's a little materialistic, just a little bit. She feels special. She feels on top of the world. Like, look at how high they are in this penthouse. She's really enjoying it. So that is where Rosie is at right now. So Rosie is just asking him if he's excited to meet her dad tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, I actually am. My mom doesn't warm up to people too fast, but she really, really likes you. And Rosie is super happy about that. And she's like, yeah, my dad hasn't really met that many people either. So I'm so excited that you agreed to come back with me to meet him. I think it's going to be great. And little does she know, Rashad kind of has a surprise up his sleeve. So he's asking her like, so what do you feel about Simcella? And she's like, Simcella? I would love to go to Simcella, but that thing has been sold out for months. And he's like, okay, but you're talking to me here. I've got connections. And she's like, wait, what are you saying? Like, you can get us tickets to Simcella? He's like, yeah, Luna Fox. And Rosie is like, do I know Luna Fox? Yes, I love Luna Fox. He's like, cool. I went to high school with Leaf. I can definitely get us tickets to Simcella. And she is just like, are you serious? It's next week though. And he's like, yeah, I can get us on a jet and fly out there. What do you say? And Rosie is just speechless. She's like, what is happening? How is this my life right now? She's totally freaking out, but she is super excited. So they are going to be going to Simcella, which is like a Sim Coachella. And Rosie is super excited about it, as anyone would be. Like Luna Fox, shout out to Hello Avocado. I am totally a stan. Okay, y'all know I'm playing in her save file, and I read her story on Similar about Luna Fox. They are the coolest band, and Rosie they're one of her favorites. So she's going to see them at Simchella next sim week. So it's really ridiculous how much money the Copelands, and the Copelands would be Rashad and his family, how much money they have. But yeah, like look at this view. I wish it wasn't cloudy so it could be better. But yeah, they're just feeling the vibes, still super excited. They got dressed out of their swimsuit stuff, so I don't know if they plan on going out for the night. You know, the night is still young in the city. The city never sleeps, so you see those bright lights down there. Anything could be popping off right now. Yeah, this is just what they do. They just hang out. They're literally best friends. Like I said, it hasn't even been like months or anything like that yet. But, you know, when you get in a relationship with somebody, they typically become one of your best friends. You talk about everything. You do everything together. But Rosie is in a very happy place. And we'll see what Roger thinks about him in this relationship tomorrow. I'm sure he won't be able to find out everything because, you know, Rosie and Roger usually save like the deep talks for their one-on-one time. But he definitely doesn't like when these guys are a distraction for Rosie. He does want her to be focused. You know, it's not like Rosie and Rashad are married yet. She can't depend on his money and his lifestyle forever, you know. And I mean, maybe she could, but Roger definitely will want to talk some sense in her and bring her back down to earth. But Rosie's young and she's in love and she's just living in the moment. So she's just going to take advantage of all of that right now. But I definitely am excited to see Roger's thoughts on Rashad and, you know, how everything goes. It's literally after 3 a.m. I love this new relaxing animation. I'm so happy we have this back. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, it might not be that great, but it's great. So Rosie is just going to get some sleep because in the morning they are going to head out to Newcrest so that they can meet Roger. Well, so Rashad can meet Roger. And then they will be heading off to Simchella. And I doubt Rosie's going to even go back home and pack because Rashad has probably already told her that he'll buy her new clothes when they get to Simchella. So we'll see how all that goes. But thank you guys for tuning in and checking out this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.